Love should never feel like a battlefield. A relationship should be a source of peace, not pain. But too often, people find themselves stuck in toxic cycles, hoping things will change, hoping their partner will change. The truth? Some behaviors are simply unacceptable. They damage your self-esteem, destroy your mental health, and make you question your own worth. Today, we're talking about 10 toxic relationship behaviors you should never tolerate. These are the signs of manipulation, control, and emotional abuse that can break you down over time. If you recognize any of these in your relationship, it might be time to step back and ask yourself, is this love? Or is this just control wrapped in affection? Let's begin. 1. Constant criticism and belittling. It starts small. Maybe a little joke about the way you talk, a comment about how you dress, a slight remark about your dreams being unrealistic. You brush it off at first, but then the comments become more frequent, more targeted, more personal. If your partner constantly criticizes you, makes fun of you, or belittles your opinions, it's not just harmless teasing, it's emotional abuse. A partner who truly loves you should build you up, not tear you down. Healthy relationships are about mutual respect, not one person making the other feel inadequate. No one is perfect, and we all have flaws. But there's a difference between constructive feedback and relentless negativity. If your partner makes you feel like you can't do anything right, it's not love, it's control. And here's the harsh truth. The longer you tolerate this, the more you start believing it. The more you start thinking, maybe I'm not good enough. But you are. You always have been. Don't let anyone make you forget that. 2. Gaslighting and manipulation. Gaslighting is one of the most insidious toxic behaviors because it makes you doubt your own reality. It's when someone constantly denies things they've said or done, twists facts, or makes you feel like you're overreacting even when your feelings are completely valid. Maybe you catch your partner lying, but when you confront them, they say, "That never happened." Or you try to express your feelings, and they dismiss you with, "You're too sensitive." You always make a big deal out of nothing. Over time, this kind of manipulation makes you question your own sanity. You start wondering if you're imagining things, if you're really the problem, if you're just too emotional. Let me be clear, you're not crazy. Your feelings are valid. And if someone is constantly making you doubt yourself, that's not love, it's control. And control is not the foundation of a healthy relationship. 3. Silent treatment and emotional withholding. Love is built on communication. But in toxic relationships, one person often uses silence as a weapon. They shut you out, ignore you, act like you don't exist. Not because they need space to cool down, but because they want to punish you. They want you to feel desperate for their attention. They want to control you by making you chase them for validation. This is emotional abuse. A mature, loving partner doesn't run away from difficult conversations. They don't punish you with silence. They talk things through. They work things out. They respect you enough to communicate. If someone constantly withdraws their affection, leaving you feeling anxious, lost, or desperate, that's not love. That's manipulation. And it's not something you should tolerate. 4. Controlling behavior and jealousy. Jealousy is often mistaken for love. But let's be clear, possessiveness is not love. Obsession is not love. Control is not love. A partner who constantly wants to know where you are, who you're with, and what you're doing is not showing love, they're showing insecurity. And insecurity, when left unchecked, leads to control. They check your phone. They question your friendships. They demand to know why you didn't reply fast enough. They disguise it as caring when in reality, they're trying to isolate you. A healthy relationship is built on trust. You don't have to prove your loyalty every second of the day. If someone truly loves you, they will trust you. And if they don't trust you, no amount of proving will ever be enough. 5. Lack of support and emotional neglect. Imagine this. You come home excited to share good news. Maybe you got a promotion. Maybe you finally achieved a goal you've been working on. You expect your partner to celebrate with you. But instead, they barely react. They seem disinterested, maybe even annoyed. Or worse, you're struggling. You're going through a rough time. And instead of offering comfort, they brush you off. They make everything about them. They don't even seem to care. This is emotional neglect, and it's just as damaging as other forms of abuse. Love is about support. A partner who truly loves you will celebrate your wins and stand by you during your losses. If they don't, if they're emotionally absent, distant, or indifferent, you're in a one-sided relationship, and you deserve more than that. 6. Walking on eggshells, fear of their reactions. You should never have to live in fear of your partner's mood swings. If you find yourself constantly walking on eggshells, afraid to say the wrong thing, afraid to upset them, afraid of their anger, that's not love. That's emotional imprisonment. A healthy relationship is a safe space. You should feel comfortable expressing yourself. You should never feel like you have to censor yourself just to avoid conflict. If you're constantly worried about setting them off, that's not normal. That's not okay. And you should never tolerate it. 7. Lack of accountability, blaming you for everything. In toxic relationships, nothing is ever their fault. They mess up? Somehow it's your fault. They hurt you? Somehow you made them do it. They twist every argument to make you feel like the bad guy. They never apologize. They never take responsibility. Love is about accountability. A healthy partner admits when they're wrong. They apologize. They try to do better. If your partner refuses to take responsibility for their actions and always finds a way to blame you, that's a serious red flag. 8. Disrespecting your boundaries. No means no. Whether it's your time, your space, your body, or your emotional limits, your boundaries matter. If someone constantly pushes your boundaries, ignores your feelings, or makes you feel guilty for setting limits, they are showing you they don't respect you. Respect is non-negotiable in a relationship. And if they can't respect your boundaries, they don't deserve you. 9. Love bombing and emotional highs and lows. At first, they're perfect, overwhelmingly loving, showering you with gifts, attention, and affection. Then suddenly, they pull away. They become cold, distant, unpredictable. This cycle of extreme highs and painful lows is emotional manipulation. It keeps you hooked. It keeps you chasing the good times, hoping things will go back to how they were in the beginning. But the truth is, love shouldn't be a roller coaster. Real love is steady, safe, secure. If your relationship feels like an emotional guessing game, that's not love. That's manipulation. 10. Physical or verbal abuse. This is the biggest red flag of all. If your partner physically harms you, threatens you, or verbally degrades you, get out. No excuses. No second chances. You deserve love. You deserve safety. You deserve peace. If you are in an abusive relationship, please seek help. You are not alone. There are people who care about you and want to help you escape. Final message. Love should never make you feel small. Never make you feel scared. Never make you feel like you are not enough. If you see yourself in any of these toxic behaviors, take a step back, reevaluate, and remember, you deserve better, always.